Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech. And on tonight's episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. Now, for those of you who may have missed the last episode, we have gotten back to our base. We have, gotten a few blocks here and there. And in between this episode and that one, I did set up a few things, such as this right over here. This is my little tower. Now, I don't know if this is going to fire. I think it needs one of those AI modules on it to do that. But I went ahead and threw a cab on there just for kicks, just so I could control it in case the enemies start attacking and this thing doesn't want to attack on its own. Now, the solar reactor is kind of unique when it comes to these platforms right here, and that's why you want to use these platforms rather than just a regular piece that connects to the ground, such as like one of these things right here. The regular platforms, they don't allow for a solar reactor to be extended like this, like it's actually creating power right now when it's this high up off of the ground. However, these platforms right here definitely do. So you can take advantage of that, put this really high up, and put all your weapons down below so that you can actually hit the bots. Because, to be honest, unless it's taking on a massive bot, your weapons are going to do no good up here on the top unless they arc down or can auto-aim downwards at some sort of an angle. These ones that I put down here on the bottom, though, these just shoot straight, so they would be of almost no use to anybody for any other reason other than to do what we're talking about. Now, I'm going to leave this over here on this for now. It's not going to stay there, but that's just going to be where it's nice and protected, I believe, for the moment. It doesn't have a repair bubble on there, so if it does take some damage, it's not going to be able to stay that way. And, of course, it has no batteries on it, so we need to go over here. Actually, let's come back and buy a couple batteries. It's going to get dark here in a second, which is going to kind of not be able to recharge, but that's all right. We'll get the batteries down, and it will be able to recharge down the road. 173 per battery. That is... it's pretty expensive on the batteries, I think. Actually, it does have one battery on it, so not too bad. I think I did go ahead and remember to do that. Let's put all that on there just because I like to go overboard, and I got a little bit of cash to spend. Now, we did also come over here to this side and create a little base, and I wanted to create it somewhere where it's kind of flat. It helps you create things, especially when it's considered a base. You're going to have a lot of stuff on here, and you're going to want that space to put things down. And if it goes up and down hills, yeah, these things can definitely do that, and you can use the step conveyors to raise things and lower things down the road. But if you can find a nice flat piece of land, definitely does help you out. And so that's what I went ahead and did. There's a little crater over here right next to my base, and I guess I should take this thing out. I knew it was coming. That's why I was still on this guy, and I haven't created a new one just yet, because this guy was kind of sitting we do have access to it now. I did snag it before it exploded. Come on, destroy this guy already. Oh, wow. He did some damage to me. He did some damage. I need to toss this thing down real quick and come back over here and snag my battery, which I have left to charge up. This is one of the reasons I also put a lot of batteries on the other bot that we were looking at just a minute ago. And that's because I want to be able to come back here at any time and just snag one of these batteries over here to recharge. Also, later down the road, I'll get the wireless chargers, which I can add to this thing. And when I come by them, if I put them every so often throughout the world, I can use them as just ways to naturally charge up. And if we're going to have smaller and smaller bots, that's going to be a very viable situation, or very viable option, I should say, to keeping my guy not having to stop every 5 seconds. Just using my own area as a recharge point. But like I was saying over here, before we go off and take that guy out, which definitely is going to be a thing here in a second, let me actually throw this down so it doesn't lose its power. I want that to have a little bit of power in case we get attacked. But I went ahead and created a base on this platform over here. And you can see right here at the end, we have the receivers. These receivers are exactly what the name implies. They receive new goods, the resources we're picking up. So if you pick up wood, or you pick up metals of any kind, crystals, they will be picked up from this. They also will pick up objects, such as like a battery or little tiny pieces like GSO or Venture. They don't always, especially of these size, pick up the Geocore one. Sorry, guys. A little cough is acting up a little bit. But yeah, they don't always pick up the Geocore ones. You do get larger receivers that definitely will pick those up. They will go across to the conveyors, and the conveyors you'll see have an arrow. And if you just right-click on it with your mouse, you can change the direction in which they're going. I want them to go down this way because that's the way I built it. But I did have it facing this way at the beginning, just so that when I was making it, I didn't have to worry about things going down and being sold and all that other stuff while I was messing around with it. Now, if you do happen to build one of these and you get an arrow in the center that's off by some way, and it's just, you put it in there and it's facing the wrong direction, you can remove it a couple of times, put it back in, remove it, put it in, and eventually it does seem to line up with the direction you're hoping it to get. Sometimes it doesn't, though, and you really just have to take the whole thing apart and put it back together again. It sounds like a pain in the butt, and it sometimes is, but I don't know any other way of fixing that, because it does do it naturally. Like, there's no way for you to come in here and change it without changing everything, because right now, if I click on it anywhere on the line, it changes all of them. There's no way that anybody's ever told me, or any way that I've ever found, to right-click on it and change the direction, but only do it for one and not for every single one that it's connected to. So if there is a way to do that, I would love to know, and if there's not, they might want to think about putting that in there, because there is that weird glitch every so often when you put one in, especially at junction points where it, changes to go into 3 different directions or even 4 different directions. You're going to have that issue sometimes, and it's a pain in the butt to kind of sit there and get it to be in the right direction you want it to be without changing like all the different lines in every direction it goes into. But just something you're going to have to fiddle with, and hopefully you'll be able to get it without taking everything apart. But if you don't, it's definitely an option for you. And I do have the recycler here at the beginning, because if I do have items that I don't want, or I'm willing to make the money off of it, I want the items to go in there first, because I don't want them to come all the way down here just yet. So they're going to get in here, get taken apart, and then I have the refineries. These are going to take the items, or the resources, I should say, and refine them into a better version of themselves, and then they're going to come down the line a little bit further. As they come down the line, if I have any wood in there, which is really cheap, it never sells for very much, so it's not worth really hanging on to or selling, in my opinion. It's going to get into this generator right here, and it's going to charge up. Now, I am going to buy some batteries. That's why I brought this thing over here. I'm going to throw some batteries on this sucker just so that it can charge up. I do have a shield generator on it, and I want it to be able to take advantage of it. Now, you can see some of these actually have power, and some of them don't. I'm not sure why that is the case, and I would like to know. Like, is that just because... Let's look at that. It's already dead. So maybe that's just a glitch. Maybe they don't actually have power on them. They just look like they do. That would make more sense. Buying it is like it is in the store. When you buy something in the store, the battery is always dead. He always wants you to charge the battery up yourself. Now, so I did put the shield bubble in here just to kind of give that place a little protection, because you'd be surprised about how often a bot will get close to your base, kind of like those guys are over there, especially if you haven't put down any of those sentry turrets just yet, and come over here and just hit that right piece. Just one piece that's not connected to anything else but one other thing, and half of your base will fall apart. And it doesn't give you the undo button because that piece got destroyed by an enemy. So that just means you have to come in here and rebuild the entire thing, and that sucks really bad. My suggestion, make sure that you have at least one piece on the end that's anchored on both sides, so that if something gets destroyed in the center, it's still anchored on both sides of it, and you don't lose everything. Everything doesn't just pop right off. But that's easier said than done sometimes. Now, over here, I have the fabricators. So it's going to take all of the stuff that's been taken apart, then refined into better pieces, and then taken down here to be, changed into something preferably even better than what it started with. Now, when it takes those pieces, it puts it on the end over here. So we would technically need more of these receivers, or not receivers, these conveyors, to be on the opposite side, the side where my bot is sitting over here, actually right over here. Now, some of you have asked for me to show my cursor. I tend not to do that just because I feel that it gets in the way most of the time, but if that's something that a lot of you want to see, definitely let me know, and I will add that in there as as soon as I can. I just, my personal taste tends to run against using that just for the purposes of not distracting you guys too much. So let's leave this here because we don't necessarily need to take it with us at the moment. I'm going to attach it to the bot, and then we are going to actually we'll buy one more of these just so I can attach it to the base and get this starting to charge up and get this activated, because I don't feel comfortable with this being as weak and vulnerable over here as it is at the moment. I've had too many times where a guy sneaks in, and it's a little tiny little dude of like 2 or 3 blocks, just all by himself with one weapon, but I'm out doing something, and he'll sneak in, I come back and find my base under attack by this thing, and I am just getting wrecked. So yeah, I'm trying not to do that again this time. Before I go back out there, we are going to snag this. This episode is going to be of us going out and collecting some resources. I was going to build another bot. In fact, I was going to build a GSO truck really quick. But I don't have any GSO blocks. I forgot to go out there and actually collect any. So yeah, this is going to be something we're going to have to do here really, really quick. Come on, die, little dude, die. Oh, come on. I have so many weapons on me, but these things move so fast that it's almost incredibly... it's just almost impossible to hit these things with any bot that you build. And they always find the one spot that you're the weakest on. And the spot that I'm the weakest on at the moment just happens to be the spot that has the thing we need to be able to pick stuff up in. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're trying to spin around me, guys. Not going to work. I'm just as fast as you, if not faster. I just need to be able to get that range in there. This is why having one type of weapon usually is not the best method. I like to have weapons that shoot out straight regardless of where the enemy is, so that when he's spinning around this fast, it doesn't matter. Like, he's going to run into those rounds just by spinning around me, and he's just going to get annihilated very, very quickly. Oh, man, we took a little bit more damage there than I would have liked, but it's all right. We did get a few pieces, and you can see there's going to be pieces scattered all over the place, over there and, you know, wherever we were attacking the guy. In situations like that, it pays to have a bot that has the giant receivers on them so that it can pick all that stuff up, bring it over here next to this thing, and then just drop it off so that this thing can collect it all for you. So you don't have to go and put this thing down every single place. There are pieces for you to snag. In fact, let's just go ahead and attach that. Next time we take it off, we'll get some pieces from it. Now, if we are out here in the desert area, we're not going to find too many GSO. It's normally a little further inland that you're going to find that over in the grasses. So that's kind of the direction we're going. I do want to get more of these pieces down the road as well. So that's going to be something we definitely can do. But for now, we're going to concentrate a little bit on the GSO ones, because we really haven't done too much of that in the past or on this playthrough. So definitely going to give that an opportunity to kind of shine and create some of those receivers. I do want to play around a little bit with the ability to make bots that go off and harvest for you. A lot of you have told me it's a really good thing. It works. It's something you've gotten to work very, very well for you, and I think it's a great idea. It's one of those things that I hope that it works as well as you guys keep saying it does, and I'm just making a mistake of some sort, but I've never been able to get it to work, you know, other than to ram me constantly from behind, which is just absolutely and completely annoying, guys. It's one of the worst things in the world I've had to put up with in this game, and I say put up with it, and that is me being kind, because I despise the AI when it comes to creating those bots. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong on it, but they do tend to troll me more than anything else in this game, and they troll me hard, guys. Oh my god, look how huge this guy is. Well, we're gonna take him out if we can. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, we're hitting him right at dead center into the little thing. Is he going to blow? He might. Oh, yes. Yes. And almost all of that is intact, guys. So let's go ahead and collect that. Let's see. What do we got? We got a fair bit of weapons. The weapons is what I'm most excited about. These blocks I'm not really going to be using too much, but I will at least be able to make some money off of them. So if I take this over here and drag it, you'll see that it puts it on that and then sells it. And I'm going to make a decent amount of money off of that one, I believe. 100? Seriously? That is a ripoff, man. Those things used to be worth so much more than that. And that's unfortunate. But, you know, we got to find new methods of creating cash and creating money. And one of the methods is mining. Mining actually does create a decent amount of cash for you. What is that out there? Is that like some kind of... Is that a bot? What is that? Holy crap, guys. Look at that. Oh, man. Okay, let's charge up real quick, because that is something like 4 bots, and one of them happens to be incredibly large. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a bot look like that before. That is... Wow. You know, even if it doesn't work very well, just the fact that it's a unique design that somebody put a little bit more effort into than the regular designs of just, like, finding out, you know, what's the best method for me to create an attack bot. That's fantastic, but creating a bot that looks cool is also something that, you know, I think is well worth. Oh, and this one has the wireless chargers on them. Yes. Yes, can I pick it up? Not yet, but I'm going to take the damage so we can get a hold of that. That is how much that is worth to me, especially at this stage of the game where we don't have one yet. Let's go ahead and put that on there. We're going to get some armor pieces we don't have yet, hopefully, if we can do it. Invader is coming, prepare myself. Oh, come on, really? The Invader's going to destroy everything, too. He doesn't leave any... Like, they don't have sympathetic feelings towards other bots that are on the map. They just wreck everything that's around them. Anything that's there, they're going to attack. So we need to get in there and do some damage to these things and hopefully pick up the pieces, especially the armor pieces. We haven't gotten those. There we go. We're hitting him. He's about to blow up. There he goes. He's gone. Oh, yes. What do we got? We got the bomber? Invader bomb. Oh, wow. Look at that. We're going to get so many pieces that we haven't gotten yet, guys. Holy crap. Yes, 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 please. I want it all intact. Give it to me intact, guys. Come on. Where's it aiming? Where's it aiming? I can't see. Oh, crap. I can't see. I clicked off of the screen. Dang it. What's going on? All right, there we go. We got a few pieces. Don't destroy everything. Don't destroy everything, please. I want it. I want it. I want it intact. Give me something. Oh, you know what? I've lost my shield. I've lost my shield. I've lost my repair. So let's back it up a little bit. Hopefully it is still daylight enough. I don't know if it will be for very much longer. No, undo that. I want the battery, and you're going to make me wait until it's no longer daytime, aren't you? He's coming after us. He's coming after us, so he did not want to wait until I charged up, which is good. You know, it's a unique play style that I'm going to have to get familiar with. Oh, man. Come on, charge up already. There we go. It is charged up. Oh, come on. Where is your thing? Come on, give it to me. I got that one. I got it before it got destroyed. Oh, there it is, right there in the front. You see it? Right there on the bottom. If we can get him, we'll get everything intact. There we go. I think we did it. Yes, we did. Whew. Oh, man, that is a close one. But look at all the tractor pads. Or not tractor pads, but the hover pads we now have access to. We also got access to the propeller, which is right over here. And we're going to get access to the fan motors, which we haven't had access to just yet either. So that is going to be really, really nice. This is a good haul right here. However, we don't have any more power, so we do have to be careful because there's still a few enemies up there that I believe survived all of that. All right, we did lose some stuff on our bot, though, I think. We lost a weapon at the top. Yeah, we lost a weapon there. We lost a wheel in the front. And we lost, yep, just that. Just a weapon in the front and a small wheel right there, which we could replace with another weapon or a different type of wheel. But either way, we definitely need to do some stuff. What is that? What is that? I guess it's a base, maybe? Because it's not moving. I've never seen anything like that before. Ooh, and we got a hub wheel. It's the first time we've gotten a hub wheel, guys. We're going to be using that on our new GSO bot. Those are really, really nice to give extra support, extra weight distribution to the bottom of your bot if you're creating smaller ones that aren't going to be off the ground very much. And we still haven't found any of those L-shaped brackets yet, so kind of have to wait. Oh, wow, it's being attacked by the enemies. The enemies are attacking it. Wow, what is going on over here? Let's take this guy out. Oh, no, no, we're losing pieces. I forgot we didn't have a shield on. Dang it. Oh, man, he's going to wreck me, too. Wow, look at all these pieces over here. These guys have been fighting amongst themselves this whole time. And now now they see me, and they're like, oh, you got to... Oh, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, because of the damage. Because of the damage I'm taking from jumping. That is what's going on. So let's go ahead and put this thing down real quick. It's going to pick these pieces back up, but that's all right because I can put them back down here in a second. I just need a few block pieces over here so I can rebuild this really quick just to get that damage in there, or that extra weapon in the back that I need. All right, so now that that's down, I can use my inventory to come in here and actually put more stuff down. So let's see. We need a block there, and I believe we need one more, right? Because it goes back 5. 1, 2, 3, right there, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that looks good, I believe, right? Maybe not. Maybe that's one too many. Yeah, I think that's one too many. All right, so let's see. Where's my wheels? There we go. We got 9 wheels. We are having to use a few of those that I would prefer to keep for other bots, but you know what? We took the damage. We have to pay the price for it, And one of the prices is, you know, putting more pieces down. Let's see, we're going to put that there. That's facing forward. Yes, it is. These weapons are damaged. I don't know if you replace these. Oh, crap. Really? Really? You guys suck so bad. Coming over here and attacking me at my time of weakness. You know, I asked for it, but still. You guys suck. Alright, so what did I lose there? I lost a couple weapons. I lost a couple weapons, but thankfully we just picked up pretty much all the weapons I just lost. So we're not gaining much. We're not losing much either. Until I can repair, we're going to be at a disadvantage here. So we're going to wait a few minutes and just do that. In fact, almost everything is dead. So let's go ahead and snag this up here. We'll carry this over. We got a few pieces here we have not discovered, such as the armor plates. So we now have access to the armor plates. Access to 2s. So I don't know if we had too many of those. We got the tractor pads. Definitely got some new weapons here. Wheels, definitely need a few of those. And then, of course, we have all of these over here that we're definitely going to be using. Love these things right here, especially for these smaller bots. Didn't have the range I was hoping it would have, so we'll put this thing down. Did it destroy that thing up there? It does not look like it destroyed that. Whatever that thing is, it still has one enemy guarding it, so we definitely have to take that sucker out. That's unique. Out of all the times we played this game, I don't remember seeing anything that looks like that. So I am very, very curious to see what is on that bot up there. And that's why I'm being extra careful, because I don't want to die over here, lose everything we've built, especially this device right here. When you have this thing on you, you need to be a little bit more cautious and just try not to get that destroyed, because if it does, I mean, you'll lose everything inside first. You'll lose every single one of the blocks you've picked up since you started the game with this thing. If it gets damaged, like one by one, those blocks will get destroyed, and then this actual device will get destroyed. I don't know if they give you another one. Some of you have said that they do, and some of you have said that they don't. So on that, I'm kind of just going by what you guys have said, and it's kind of mixed because I've never lost one before, and I'm kind of hoping to keep it that way. At some point, I guess maybe we should just, you know, put it down and let an enemy destroy it and see what happens. Is the sun coming up? Where's the moon right now? Wow, it's still pretty high in the sky, so it's not going to be daylight anytime soon. So let's see. We might get a little closer. We might see if we can hit this guy from further away. This is what getting impatient looks like, guys. Just wanting to get back out there and start attacking. This one guy doesn't look like he has any weapons on him, though. Oh, no, he has a weapon. Maybe not the greatest weapon in the world, but he has a weapon. If we can actually get close enough where my weapons can target the guy fast enough to actually be able to hit him, we might be able to knock that weapon off. There we go. Come on, what are you waiting for? Get him. There, get him. Oh, nice. Okay, so he has no weapons on him, and we're attacking the part on the back, which is about to explode. And that is really what we were looking for right there. We need all those pieces. So let's see, where did I put my guy? Over here? Yeah, he's over here on this side. We'll definitely have to come back over here and grab my my generator once it starts producing power, but we're going to leave that there for the moment. And it does seem like it's getting dark or light enough that that thing should start working here in a few seconds. So let's put this here, right there, and we're going to snag this and take this back over here. And you're going to be able to see for the first time, guys, since we started our new playthrough, what a wireless charger does and how just absolutely amazing it is. Now I'm going to attach it to the solar reactor and not the battery, because I'm going to put the battery on my bot here in a second. Now you can see that this wireless charger actually transfers more energy than the solar reactor can make at any given time. So if you have multiple solar reactors, it won't have to drain the batteries. And you'll see now it's going ahead and charging up the batteries because it's not pulling as much to charge this one up because it's already full. So you can see that having batteries on some of these things back at the base and then having the wireless chargers is a pretty good technique on to keep all that stuff in there. So let's go ahead and put that there. That is getting charged up, or repaired, I should say. And this stuff should be almost all being picked up. Yeah, it's all done. All right, so let's go ahead and snag this. There was something there. There must have been something for us to pick up. I hope it didn't glitch out the quest. It's one of the things that this game has shown as they've entered and put these quests in, is that if it tells you to pick up something off of the ground, like a tractor pad, then if you fail to do so, if you pick it up with this device right here, which is something new that they just recently added, the game doesn't update. And sometimes you can just never get that to update ever again because you missed picking it up when they specifically wanted you to pick that up right off the bat. What in the world is this thing? It does have weapons. Let's look at this real quick, guys. Holy crap. This thing is armored like crazy. It looks really, really cool, though. I like that. I don't know why you would put these things up here, these silos, other than that it looks cool from the side, Like, it gives it that reddish kind of color. Maybe that's what he was going for, something that looked cool, but maybe wasn't the most efficient. What? How does it move? There's no wheels on that. Don't tell me those are supposed to be hover pads, right? I mean, there's absolutely no wheels on this. Huh. Where is the cab? Because I don't want to destroy everything if I can help it. In fact, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down first. So as I destroy blocks, as I shoot blocks, I should say, and they pop off, I'm hoping that I'll be able to... Yeah, I'll be able to, get those pieces to be sucked in there immediately. So let's be very careful with where we attack. We want the... no, those are not staying in one piece. Those are just being destroyed as quickly as I can destroy them. Batteries are in there, but you know what? The cab is also right there. So let's be very careful. We're going to get as many of this. This is going to be more than enough pieces to create our bot here in the next episode. Oh no, it's going to be blown up. There we go. Wow. GSO license max. Congratulations, you have reached the current maximum license for the GSO. There are still lots of new blocks to discover, but you won't gain any more experience or GSO grades until we add more missions. So it doesn't show you what the new blocks are. It's just basically saying you have access to every block in the game, and some of the blocks aren't in the game yet. So, kind of wait and see what's going to happen there. It's basically what we've been doing for a while now. Wow, these things blew really far away. So because we don't have the big receiver, we're going to go ahead and snag some of these and put them a little closer by, just so we don't have to move that device, as many places as we normally would have to for it to pick up everything, because it does take a little while for it to do it. There's something over here we don't have access to. Small armor plate. Okay, that's cool. There's enough stuff over here to make it worthwhile for me to take that thing, though. Let's see. We'll snag this, and we're going to put it someplace where it can snag everything, and I can as well. Let's move these over here to the side. And while that is going on, I am going to recharge my bubbles real quick. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Now, the only downside I've seen to these wireless chargers is the distance. There's not a bigger wireless charger that you can get that will shoot from farther away. And the noise, if you have one, it's not so bad. The noise isn't really that bad. But if you have, 60 of these things on a wall that you go by next to your base to charge up as you just drive by it, and you don't want to stop for a second, you're going to need a lot of those, and they can get pretty loud. So yeah, that definitely is somewhat of a drawback if you have headsets on. You like the noise of the game, and I definitely do. They have put unique sounds in here, both with destroying bots and picking up pieces and placing things down, like that right there. You hear that, when you put it down. That's cool. You also get to hear enemies coming up behind you before they're actually there if you got your headset on, if you got the noises on. So, there's benefits to it other than just pure enjoyment. But, you are playing a game, and if pure enjoyment is not enough of a reason for you to do something, then there might be something wrong, because that's part of the game right there. This does look a little lopsided. I think I did lose. Yep, I lost a piece in the front. So let's go ahead and replace that real quick before we get wrecked. Let's put that there. Let's look at this. Is that right? I think it is. We just got to put some wheels on it. All right. So where are my wheels? Jeez, we lost a lot of stuff on that one, to be honest. A lot more than I would have preferred. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That still doesn't look right. I guess it is, though. Yeah, I guess that's right. It just looks a little lopsided because I got this stuff here in the center that is kind of throwing me off. Yeah. Okay, well, there's not much we can do about that right now. Let's go ahead and put some weapons on here. Just a few of them. Now, some of these blocks will allow you to click it once and put down as many of them as you want. Other ones, however, will not let you do that. You have to keep putting it down every single time. you put one down, go in and click on it again like you want to put it down. So, there's just going to be a little bit of quirks to it. I don't know if they're going to change that so that once you click the bot or the item, it's just going to constantly put everything down. That would be kind of nice. I do like that because most of the time when I put something down, I'm putting down 2 or 3 of them. Most of the time, a lot more than that. And so having that ability to just constantly put down as many blocks as I want definitely makes things a little bit smoother for me. But it's not a huge deal. It's not something that's breaking the game for me. AI for the bots on your harvesters, that is more of a big deal for me than anything else. And the zoom in button when I change my block rotation is more of a big deal for me. But those are more of just my personal taste over anything that's kind of breaking the game. But except for the AI on that one definitely breaks the game for me. But they are working on it. They will get to it eventually, I'm sure. They've made so many changes to this game over time in good ways, and not just like they keep making changes for change's sake. No, they are improving the game bit by bit, and sometimes it seems like they take a while to put out another patch, but they got vacations, they got lives, they got things going on with them, and most of the time, and I won't say every time, but most of the time when they take a while, you are usually very well rewarded for it. Like they're doing a big patch rather than a whole bunch of little tiny ones. So hopefully that is the situation right now, because it has been a while since they've come out with a patch. I think almost like 3 weeks or something like that, which is pretty much unheard of with these guys. They put out a patch sometimes every 2 or 3 days. So, waiting 3 weeks is a long, long time for these guys. So I'm hoping to see some pretty big changes here in the future. But guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call the episode here. Again, I do want to thank you all for watching. And as always, guys, I'm AC Gamer, and I will definitely catch you all next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.